Hi, and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sick. I don't think I'm that kind of sick, but I'm sick. I went to the lab on Monday to get blood drawn for like a routine thing. And of course there were people there, which I have been trying to avoid those for months. Of course we were all masked up and doing the thing, but you know how it is. I think I got a cold. And so I'm a little bit Rudolph the Red-Nosed Snot-Nose. And so we're gonna try to cover that up today. I haven't worn makeup in days because I've felt like utter microwave trash. But I wanted to film for y'all, and I wanted to hang out and kind of talk makeup. I have a couple of things that I want to use today that I've never used before, but this is a no brand. So we're gonna not tell you what I'm using because look at this hair. Look at this hair. How many days has it been since I washed it? I can't even count that high. It's been a lot. So I apologize for the state of this, but this is a new dress. Isn't it cute? I love it. Anyway, I'm ready for fall. It is fall officially now. So I'm okay saying that it's fall and being autumnal and all. So I'm gonna use a few new products, but I'm not gonna tell you what they are. And I think that I will actually be hauling some of these products on my next video, which should be up quite shortly. So I'm gonna put on face makeup and we'll kind of talk about, I've already primed everything. Primer wasn't exciting at all. It's kind of the same old, but I've got a new foundation and I've got a new, I got several new products. I'm super excited about it. And I've squirted this foundation onto, I would say a palette, but it's not. It's the lid of a Bath and Body Works candle. Which, by the way, if you wash it, after you're done with the candle and you pour boiling water in and get the wax out and all that. If you, also, I'll just use this. If you also wash the lid, you can use that lid for a variety of things. If you're not going to use the lid in conjunction with the candle jar. But I use the lid as like a makeup palette. I know, I'm insane. But it works really, really well. Now some of the lids are like decorated, you know, like they have like imprinted or etched in things, hairs. So those don't work as well, obviously, for makeup palettes, because you don't want necessarily to have all your makeup going into the grooves of whatever it is. But this one has I just use, it has Bath and Body Works on it, but I just use this half. It works really, really great. Cleans up very easily. And it works really well, y'all. Like, why buy something when you already have it? And, you're saving that lid from being in the landfill and all that, whatever. But I enjoy that a lot. Okay, so I'm applying this foundation with a brush, and I don't love the way that it looks. So we're going to go over it with my sponge. Which I do frequently anyway. Either I apply it with a sponge or I always seem to hit it with a damp sponge before I'm done. I like the way that it does two things for me. It presses in the makeup into my skin a little bit better than a brush. And it also picks up any excess product that is sitting on my skin that is not being absorbed or taken into the skin. I don't want product sitting on top. So my nose is still, hold on. My nose is still a bit red. And I think it's gonna be. It's also dry. So a couple things I'm doing to combat that. Around my mouth is also dry. And that does not surprise me because of all the being sick I've had happen. So I'm going to actually conceal a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit more foundation. Let's do a little bit more around here. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's going to be red. And I'm going to blow my nose 150 times today. So I don't know that there's much we can do for it, but we'll try. Okay, so let's do a little bit of concealer here. I'm going to get it on this palette too, if I can. Packaging. We're having a packaging issue. Well, this concealer doesn't want to work. Let's use another one. That one wants to work. Okay, let's get some. I have been sleeping a lot. When I'm sick, I am a sleeper, unless I'm coughing, and then I can't sleep, and no one can, anyone else in my neighborhood, because I cough a lot and loud. So that's fun for them, but I'm not coughing yet, thank goodness. So I'm gonna, ooh, did I get too much? Maybe. Ooh, 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 yeah, I did. Ooh, yeah, bright now. Well, you know, sometimes you're brighter than others. Oh my Lord. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Got a few new eyeshadow palettes in this week. I'll haul those in the next video. And see, I just don't think there's anything I can do for this nose. Like, I just don't think there's anything I can do. But I'm okay with it because, again, I'm probably going to blow my nose probably in the next 10 minutes. But I won't film it. But you know what I mean. Like, when you're sick, there's only so much you can do. Okay, so concealed. Let's do a little liquid bronzer. I haven't used this product in a long time. I was gonna say, I used up my, my contour stick in my Fall For You project pan. And so I've been trying anything else in my collection that is like a liquid bronzing thing to see if I like it. This is something that I haven't tried. I got it, I believe, in a mystery box, where you from a brand you pay $25 or whatever it is, and then you get several products from them and you don't know what they are until they arrive at your house. And this was one of those brands that I bought a mystery box from, and this product was in it. It's a face and body liquid bronzer. And so I was like, oh, I'll never use that. But then when I forced myself to use that stick in my project pan, I began to like a cream or liquid bronzer. It's a contour stick, but I use it as a bronzer because I'm not trying to contour. I'm just trying to put some color in my face. And so now I'm trying out all the things that I've just had in the back of the drawer that I wasn't sure that I would like. I'm trying those out now. And I am finding that I like some of them. This is one of them. And I think this one's all right. It blends in really well, and that's good. It gives me some color back in my face, and Lord knows I need that today. Okay, so let's patta. And then we will put some brows on. I've got a new product to try for brows as well. And it's a new type of brow product for me. So I'm looking forward to that. I normally use a brow pencil and a brow gel. Ooh, look at this hair. Look at this hair. Oh, Lord. I normally use a brow pencil and a brow gel. And I like that. Sometimes I can just use just a pencil, no gel, or sometimes just a gel and no pencil. Depending on the fiber content of the gel if there is, or the depth of color of the pencil, you know, that kind of thing. But I sometimes will stray into a couple of different products. I can use a powder for my brows, and I can use pomades, and those are fun to try, especially if you're going nowhere and you're impressing no one, and it's a Sunday and you can wear whatever you want. Because when it's a Sunday, and I mean, what I mean is that I don't necessarily have to be on camera for work today. I'm not going anywhere, which is normal, but also that I don't have to look any type of professional. So if my brows look crazy, they look crazy. So let's do them. I'm going to use, it's a brow gel, and it is darkness. And so I'm going to squirt a little bit on my Bath & Body Works makeup palette and use just a little angled brush and pick a little bit up, and then let's see if we can let's see if we can do this on our brow. I don't know how this is gonna go, y'all, so let's just go ahead and give ourselves some grace here and say, like, it doesn't matter what your eyebrows look like, we love you anyway. Things like that, you know, just little affirmations of brows don't make the woman, even though they kind of do sometimes. Actually, it's funny the number of times that I am either in public or, you know, I just see people and comment, and maybe just even in a TV show or, you know, on the news, whatever, like that I comment upon someone's brows. When I was, well, before I started watching YouTube for makeup tutorials, because I did not know how to do my own makeup. So that's how I learned how to do makeup, is from YouTube. So if you're doing the same, welcome. And one of the first things I did was fill in my brows, and I thought I looked like a totally different person. I wasn't sure if I liked it. I wore my brows filled into church, and I felt like I was so conspicuous. I'm like, everybody's looking at me. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, nobody does. But it felt that way to me because they made it made such a difference in the shape of my face, in how my face looked. And I mean, I don't even know if anyone noticed, but I sure did. So now that is one of the things that I actually really, really notice. And I will comment on, like, whoa, look at their brows, or look at his brows, or look at her brows. And that is something that I like. I think it really, really makes a difference on your overall appearance of your face. Is if my brows are almost non-existent, it feels like they're not. I mean, they're brown hairs on my face, but they are not prominent at all. So this is the brow gel. It's like a pomade. It's more of a pomade than an actual, it doesn't have a wand or anything. It's just a brow gel. And I think it does a really good job, of tinting, but also I'm able to kind of make my brows, fill them in, shape them up a bit. They're not twins, they're sisters or distant cousins from two different sides of the family, far removed. Okay, so that's a good one. All right, now let me, my palette's got like gross, looks like I've had an accident. Okay, clean that brush off. Let's do some bronzer and some blusher. I'm gonna use a new one. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how this is gonna go. All right, let's see here. When I'm not sure how pigmented it is, I'm gonna tap my brush in and then tap it off. I've got a washcloth right in front of me. That is an old, they're really, really old, but they were from Walmart. It was like an 18 pack for a few dollars, and they're white and they're rough. The texture makes a difference here. So I don't want really nice, expensive face cloths or washcloths in front of me. I want it rough because I want it, that's what she said. I want it to actually take product off of my brush. That's the whole point of this this piece of cloth, is to do that. So I want it to be textured. So I want the really inexpensive ones, which helps out immensely. Okay. We are bronzed. We're bronzed for the gods. Okay, let's see what, I think I'm gonna do like a peachy blush today, because I don't know what I'm doing on my eyes, but with what I'm wearing, I think a peachy blush would look nice. So let's do a peachy blush. This one's got some sheen to it. That's pretty. Oh yes, let's blush our nose so that it looks like it's on purpose that our nose has color. We're gonna fool them all. No, it's just us. Like, it's lit. Look at this hair. It's just, the movement is getting me. Okay, so let's see what highlighter. Okay, this one. Whew. That will be gone in like 10 minutes. But that's okay. I'll look pretty for a second. That's all that matters. Okay. Looking good, looking fly. Let's do a finishing powder, and then we'll spray the face. So there are many finishing powders in the world, and one of them that I'd love to try, but I just can't bite the bullet on the price, are the GRWM meteorites. I love them. And I've tried them in store. I remember being in Disney World in Epcot, and in France, England side, the best bangers and mash in the United States is at the Rose and Crown, the English pub at Epcot, just FYI. And it's hard to find English sausage. That's not a euphemism. It's hard to find that in the United States. And if you've ever been to England and had bangers and mash and you love that meal, which I do, that's the closest I've ever come, is Epcot. Anyway, there's a GRWM store over there, because why not? And the lovely folks at GRWM let you swatch everything and walk around and drool. And so I do when I go there, which I haven't been there in a year. So anyway, loved it. But meteorites is something that when I was there, I was like, this is what I want. I love it so much. But they're very expensive, and I just can't bring myself to pay that price at this point, because I have such good finishing powders in other brands that are way less expensive. And so just can't do it. Does not smell good. Smells much better. Sick anymore. I look like I have not cried myself to sleep clutching an aqua bottle. That's what I look like right now. That's amazing. The power of makeup. Okay, let's do some eyes. This is itchy right here. I'm just gonna slowly pet it. Do we want to do like a warm eye? I think maybe yeah. So we're gonna try out a new eyeshadow palette here, and we'll see how it goes, how she goes. I don't know what I'm expecting, but not much. Let's see. The other thing I do is I set my eyeshadow paddle strong. I set my eyeshadow palette on the washcloth, and then when I tap off on like on the back of the palette onto the washcloth so that it catches all the fallout from my brush. The reason why I tap off, for those of you who are relatively new to makeup, is so that I don't have excess product on my brush that will then fall down onto my face. If you pick up too much powder, or if an eyeshadow or any kind of powder is exceptionally powdery, which a lot of inexpensive ones are. And what I mean by that is when you tap it into the pan of makeup, that you have powder everywhere. That it's not very tightly pressed into the pan, or the ingredients don't bind very well, which is okay. You can do a lot with a powdery shadow. And I'm so sorry, this right here is just so itchy. I tap it onto the washcloth so that I've not got, powder everywhere all over my vanity. I've said before that my vanity is white. My vanity is actually, it's built from IKEA. So I have two Alex 5 drawers on either side, and then one of the really long, the super long, like desk tops, and it's all in white, and it's beautiful. I love it, except I apply makeup on it, and so I have all sorts of colors on this thing, and I need to clean it frequently, and I haven't lately. Not because I'm sick, but because I don't clean enough in here, and I need to. I mean, you'll see there's like a box over there. It's sitting on my makeup products to give away to family, friends, and all that. And I've got that little box was perfect. So I was like, oh, I'll save this box because I'm, in my 40s, and a perfectly sized box should not go to waste. So I'm saving that box until I have what I want to send to the kid. Sent her shipment makeup a couple weeks ago. So she's good for a little while. But as I go through, what I'm using, and if I don't like something, or if I'm, it's not what I was thinking it was, or if I have something very similar to it and I don't actually need it, or I declutter, then I will go through and send those to her. So she's excited to get that, and I'm excited to let her have them all and she's got friends that she'll distribute to if she doesn't want whatever it is. Okay, so that's a simple little look. I took like a matte light orange, like a creamy orange, kind of a dreamsicle orange into the crease. I'll darken that up a little bit now. And then just a rosy brown on the outer corner. Just a little bit of fall colors. Super simple. This is and then I'll put a shimmer. Like, this is my everyday makeup. This is my everyday eye. I don't want to say look, because the colors vary drastically, but what I do is the same. Like, that's very, very typical of me. And so I'm just, it's my go-to if I don't want to think about it or get creative. And I am not creative like some of these girls and boys on YouTube that do amazing things. It's not for me. I will use color, and I will experiment with color and have a good time, but it's typically this. Okay, what type of shimmer do I want on my lid? Okay, I have another palette that has a really cool color that I wanted to try, so let's do that. I usually use my fingers for shimmers, so I'm going to do that today. This is such an interesting color. It is a gold. It is a light gold. It's kind of opaque. That's interesting. It's a lot more opaque than I thought it was going to be. So I'll blend my matte kind of back over, and I take my shimmer way up. Like we've talked about, you and I've spoken about this before. If you're new here, I take my shimmer way up because I like the way that looks, and I have a hooded eye, and so I will put it way up. Then we'll take that blending brush and kind of blend back over. That's really pretty. So the scented palettes are a thing, right? Like, scented palettes have become a thing, and sometimes it's good, and sometimes you don't feel so well, and then your palette is scented and it's not going great. Okay, this palette doesn't have a dark enough color. Does this palette? Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm going to line my upper lash line with eyeshadow, which I like to do. Where you put your brush down will have the most pigment. Makes sense. And then I blend inwards. I think I need a little more on this side. Yeah. There we go. This was a dark matte brown. Works really well. Now, I've got some underneath. I don't know if I want to do an under eye. I just don't know. Let's take a quick brush over. I think that works. I think that'll work for us. All right, let's curl our lashes. Oh, got some skin. Let's try not to injure ourselves on this here day. You know, the makeup's not looking too terrible around my nose. It just isn't. I used a Serum type foundation, so one that is super liquidy, has some moisture in it as well. Kind of designed for dry skin, a Serum foundation. Now you can use it if you're oily as well, but I was hoping that that would help with the dry skin around my nose and mouth. That, you know, when you are sick, it cannot be helped. Like there's almost nothing you're going to be able to do. I have put on, you know, all kinds of moisturizing ingredients onto my face, and it's not necessarily, it's no fault of the product. When I'm sick, I'm going to have a scaly lizard nose. That's just the way it is. All right, let's mascara. Let's use this one today. I have so many mascaras open right now. It's a little bit disgusting. It's not the mascara, but the fact that I have so many open. Because I like to try them so much. So I have to tell myself, no, you can't try that one yet. You have 5 open mascaras. And sometimes I can't tell myself no. Sometimes I'm stuck in yes land. And I do what I want land. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mascaras open right now, but 3 are little tiny ones. Those I'm almost done with. So, and there are a few that I can chuck. I'm just delaying the inevitable. So I'll need to soon. You should get rid of your mascaras every 3 months. This is a do as I say, don't do as I do kind of moment. Because I'll use them for a long time if I like them. Well, and to be fair, some of the mascaras that I like, I want them drier than they are. So I have to open them a month before I'm actually wanting to use them because they are super wet and gloopy and I don't like that. All right. Our concealer is, you know, hanging out in the crease. That's cool. Clean that up with a Q-tip. That's great. All right. How are we feeling about that? Let's do lips. My lips have not been chapped because I have been like really trying to use products in the last few days as I've been sick. I have been like, nope, got to put on lip oil, got to put on lip balm, whatever it is. I've been trying really hard. Typically they'd be super chapped. Not today, Satan. I think part of it is if you take, you know, any kind of medication. I am a lightweight when it comes to medication. And so when I do, it is difficult. I mean, like, I think there's something in medication that drives me out too. Well, I mean, if it's trying to dry out other things and I'm taking the medication to dry it out, it makes sense that it would dry out all the rest. But it's painful. I don't love that. All right. a little bit of a nude lip, because that's what we do on this channel, is wear a nude lip every day. I know, I can't help it. I think it's pretty. I think it's really, really pretty. Okay, let us assess. Let us assess. I think I need a little bit of blended. If that's been bothering y'all video, I'm sorry. We'll blend it down. There. I like it. Do you like it? Do we think we need like a waterline? I don't think I want to do it today, y'all. I think I'm sick. So I don't think I'm going to do it, but I think I like it. Yes. Okay, join me for, I've got a haul coming up next. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my videos. You can also check out I've done some collection videos. I did my foundation collection video, and I have a huge, all of my Bath and Body Works collection. It's huge on my channel. Go check out that video. You can do that by clicking on my name below and then clicking on videos. You'll see all the videos that I've made, and I'm more than happy for you to take a look at those. Binge them if you will. I have a lot. I'm starting to film every week, and I love it so much. So I appreciate all your support, and thank you so much for commenting and liking my videos. But be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss my upcoming haul and some other videos I've got planned. Thanks so much for joining me. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.